First question is from Acorn Bluth. Why do I suck at pull-ups?
So does Justin. Ask him.
Hey, man.
No, he's pretty good.
I'm all right. I do suck at
We
pull-ups.
should talk about ways to get better at pull-ups. This is a very common.
Very common.
Yeah, people are always asking me, how
Pull-ups
do I
are
get
hard.
better? They are
Pull-ups
very
are
hard. You obviously need to be really strong, but you need to have good strength to weight ratio. This is important because you could be really strong, but you could also weigh 240 pounds, and it's going to be much more difficult than, even if you're not as strong, but you weigh 150 pounds. Is that strength to weight ratio
This
thing
is why
going
it
on?
was so impressive. Do you guys remember Robert Oberst doing pull-ups? He did like 4 in a row or something.
Yeah.
I was just my head almost exploded.
Yeah, because that's a big dude.
He's
right?
huge.
Yeah. So some of the best ways you can get strong at pull-ups. Number one, this is one of the best techniques you could do to improving your pull-ups. Let's say you could do, a couple. You want to get better at them, but you're only good enough to get, or strong enough to get 2. Every day throughout the day, maybe 3 times a day, just do 1. Do 1 pull-up. Walk by a pull-up bar, do 1 pull-up bar, and 1 pull-up, and then go about your day, and then maybe later in the day, do the same thing.
Yeah.
Practice the skill of doing a pull-up. And by the way, when you're practicing the skill, that does not mean you're treating it like a workout necessarily. You're not, trying to get a workout with the pull-up. You're just practicing the pull-up every once in a while or every time you pass by the pull-up bar. I had a female client years ago who this was her goal. Her goal was to be able to do 6 pull-ups. This was like a big thing for her. And this is what I did. I said, okay, put up a pull-up bar in your house, in your bedroom, in the door frame or whatever. And every time you walk by the door, just do 1. Just jump up, do 1 pull-up and leave. Within a matter of, I think it was a very short period of time, within a matter of like 2 months, she went from being able to do 3 pull-ups to being able to do 6 pull-ups in a 2-month period.
It's such an effective strategy, and this is what I know you brought this example up of somebody else, but I used to use this same technique for benching, and I would just come in and I would bench and I would do 1 rep and then I would put it back and just get my body acclimated to the amount of weight and the load. And it's great because you're not under any fatigue. Like I'm just literally working on the strength and the recruitment of it and teaching my body, how much force output to provide. And, we get to the endurance part later. So you want to do multiple reps, that comes after you establish what kind of strength requirement your body needs to be able to pull this off.
Well, to that point, have you guys, this is less less convenient for somebody who's in a gym, but more convenient for somebody who has a home gym. Have you ever gone over and pulled 400 or 500 pounds for a single 2 or 3 times? Like do 1 single, rest, do another single, rest, and then go over and go do pull-up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You fly up the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's priming your CNS.
Oh, yeah. If you can deadlift, more than you weigh, especially if you can do it significantly more, 300, 400, 500 pounds, and do a couple sets of singles, don't try to go to fatigue or go to maxing out, but go to a heavy load, 80% plus of your max, and do some singles a couple times, and then go over and do pull-ups, and you just fly up the bar.
Yep.
So that's to that kind of point. And then the other thing that I made the mistake early on when I was a trainer trying to get good at pull-ups, and my strategy was, before the workout, I'd start off with as many as I could get. It was like, and back when I very, very first started, it was like 7. It was hard. And, then I'd get up to 8, then I get to 9, then I get to 10. I kept doing that, and to eventually to where I think the most I ever got was 20-something pull-ups, around 25, I think, is about where I maxed out for the total amount that I could ever do in a row. And that took a long time to get there. It wasn't until way later did I ever mess with loading my pull-up really heavy and just doing 1 or 2. And I actually shot up way faster doing that and got way stronger doing pull-ups by doing singles, doubles, and triples of really as heavy as I could to do to only get out a couple than I was by just trying to add a rep or 2 to it. That was a much better strategy for getting good at pull-ups than just doing reps.
Some other things you can do, let's say that even doing 1 pull-up is difficult for you. Use a resistance band, tie it around the pull-up bar so that it hangs down. Stick your foot in it or your knee in it, depending on how long the band is. So now it's kind of partially supporting your weight.
Or bring it over the J hooks and put it low enough to where you can set it up that way.
That's how I like to do it usually. But this way isn't just if you have a pull-up bar, right? Put it around the bar, step in it. Now it's assisting you. Now you could do assisted pull-ups. Here's the other way. You could literally get a box or something, a step ladder or something like that, get up to the pull-up bar so that it looks like you finished the pull-up, hold on to the bar, and then lower your body weight down slowly and just practice that.
Do some negatives.
Practice negatives. But frequent practice at sub-max intensity will get you there faster than just doing hard pull-ups, once a week.